And he was a little pit bull barking, like he stood up. I give it to him. I can't take that from him. And he had his own shit rocking, like his own individual, like where he was running shit on the track and all that, coming at them niggas and everything. Like I can't take it from him.
Yeah. So then from there, after we beat the shot him on 52nd Street, a bunch of North Philly niggas came out West Philly to the legendary Music Hut. That's their spot. We whooped their ass and rolled out. So now here come the distance. And track for track, y'all know how we carried that.
Right.
Track for track, who won the battle? On mixtapes. Y'all had no music. Y'all had no music that nobody listened to. We had the street side note, man.
Listen, yo, look. All right. What's North and West? But after I think North and West, that came after all the beef and all that, right?
What?
Jihad and H.
No, that's the beef started when we beat them niggas. So now H mad because H ain't bad on nobody. So he like, man, I'm rocking with my boys. We was mad at H because nigga, you know where H from? Yeah, you know he from the heart. Like, that's folks.
Yeah,
you out here, but it's cool. He got his ass whipped too. So you pick your side.
He fuck
who?
He fuck all them niggas up, bro.
Okay.
But so Reed, all right. Now Reed was treating y'all on the front of Muscle Joint. And then, you know, Oskino came in, he squashed the beef, and Reed comes.
There was never no beef, bro. Like, them niggas was our niggas, bro. On some real shit. Maybe not Reed per se, but niggas like, you know, H, that was family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I think he was a go-getter before, and he also was rapping with Meek before. That was family. So it never was like really no beef. Now it was we the reason we kept the hut open. Now I was selling our shit, paying that. As far as I know, he'll tell you another story. But I know he boxes on boxes. He was moving them, Joe.
Take us to that moment.
Was hot commodities back then, like
y'all had the headshots party and all that shit. Y'all, that shit was a big movement, man. I just remember that shit, man. But take us to that fucking day when Reed Dollars pulled the fuck up on 24th and North.
Headshot 1. So Eddie Morris, shout out to Eddie Morris.
Yeah, Eddie, shout out to Eddie, good guy.
We say, like, to keep it from going left, let's let these niggas do this shit on camera in front of everybody, let them know it's just rap. So, yeah, so we like, let's do it. We didn't think Reed was gonna come. And he pulled up in the big truck, Reed was out there rapping. Niggas put the APB out. Meek, get here. I think Meek might have been in the P. He come up 4 cars deep and jumped. That shit was like not scripted. That like legendary shit.
That shit was legendary.
And then they went at it. They sparred a little bit. They ain't diss each other. They rapping around. Yeah, basically a cipher. But the way it happened, like when they caught Bob catching that angle with Meek jump out the car and everybody, he shook the block. Still shook the room. Meek shook the block.
That tension was thick on that one. You watching that DVD, that shit was, you can feel it.
That nigga came to 24th and North, man.
Listen, that's
after we went to 52nd and North.
Bro, listen, we always tell, like, it's crazy, we had a live debate. I told them that Reed coming to North Philly is heavier than a North Philly nigga going to another section. Like, if we would have went to, it wouldn't have had the same impact.
But you can't, Young Hot was pulling up on niggas though.
But why was Reed t-shirt that big though? There wasn't nothing under there though. It was in the car.
So, yo, this nigga crazy, man.
Shout out to Reed though. You think I don't like him,
so
but
y'all was on y'all mark?
I appreciate
go
Reed.
ahead.
What moment did you say, like what moment did reality set in, like, yo, this shit really like took off? Like what moment that shit set in? Cause like, you know what I mean? You know, this shit be surreal at a moment. So what moment did that shit settle in and it's like, damn, like we really shaking and moving, this shit about to go off.
Yeah.
Like this shit
Take us to that moment.
You know what I mean? Like
to me, it ain't hit me until it was over.
Damn.
Cause we wasn't paying that shit no mind. We was just living. You these young niggas living. Yeah, fucking bitches, packing the Blue Horizon. We got 2,000 people in the Blue Horizon on a regular, like clockwork. Like we was just like living. That's why I wasn't never no paperwork or none of that. We was all homies and we was rocking.
Right.
But I ain't really appreciate it until it was over.
But before we get there, you know, it was a rocky moment. I'm saying when Meekmill went to jail, you had went to jail at the around the same time. It was like, I think that's when y'all was going at it when Meek, y'all ain't paid Meek Bell and Meek was upset about that. Take us to that moment and shit like that.
But that was like crazy. because he fell first, and I fell like a week and a half later. So Bob had us both on the 3-way. So Meek like, listen, I'm the ticket. I'm like, yo, I gotta get home to my son. I just had a son. He's like, I'm the ticket. Get me out first. I'm gonna shake this shit up, and I'm coming to get you. So that was like, I'm a man. So I'm like, no, I can't do that. Let me get home, because I still was hustling. I'm gonna come back and get you. But when I got out, that shit wasn't going like, you know, that shit don't never go as planned. Yeah. So his bell was whatever his bell was. And we ain't had it.
So you think that moment, you and Meek relationship wasn't the same from right there?
No, it wasn't that. Me and Meek was still cool.
Okay.
When he came home. When he first initially came home,
yeah,
it's just him and Bob had an issue because Bob was doing shit. He was hearing shit from the streets. Bob spending this and spending that. Like,
yeah, he had the money. Yeah,
send me something.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like, I know Bam just come home. He probably on his get, and Bob ain't never like. You know what I'm saying? So it was like we had a conversation, and Meek told me to pick a side. I said I'm never gonna pick a side. My side already picked. I don't believe in picking sides. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, we gonna get over this shit.
Right.
So they was like, man, you gonna fuck with me, you gonna fuck with him. I started with who I started with.
Wow.
So like, it's all love with him. I ain't got no problem with him or none of that, but I never thought it was gonna go that far though. You see what I'm saying? I never thought it was gonna be like, we weren't never gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But that shit struck his heart. He was in a sticky situation, and I understand. I even checked Bob about it, like, bro, like what's up with you, bro? Like,
damn.
You know what I'm saying? But Bob, it wasn't there, and it wasn't there, bro. At that time, it wasn't there. It was the parties wasn't. See, niggas. This was niggas felt realize they're outside looking in. The parties wasn't. We wasn't bombing the Blue Horizon no more when Meek went to jail. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't that no more. So it was like, and then it wasn't there.
So now you know what I mean, Hattie. That was a situation too. It was like shit was just falling apart. Like was that when Hattie was that when he got snuck or after he got snuck?
No, that's what I'm saying. When he got snuck, he was just rocking for him. We was sliding with him, trying to find, like, he was on that. Like, so the Had situation happened. Sis came to the block. I think Rico was out there. Rick the Concrete. Yeah. Rick was out there. And we was trying to get Sis to come to the block. The battle had for the hottest in the city. So Rick asked Bob, honestly, I want your honest opinion. Who hotter? Meek, he said, who hotter? Sis or Had? And then Bob looked at the camera and looked at Rick and said, Meekmill.
Shout out to Bob. Damn.
Had took that as total disrespect. So from there, had an agenda now. He act like everything was cool, but it wasn't. He started building his own little go-getter squad.
Lincoln Quilly.
You see what I'm saying? And that's how that went. That's how Had bounced off. That's how you heard how Meek bounced off. And that's how Had bounced off.
So who y'all got? Just D Jones and Magic?
We had
still?
D Jones, Magic, still.
Ace.
Ace, D Jones factor.
Yeah, he wasn't really like.
No, because you got the Beretta nigga come. It's new motherfuckers around though too, right? New rappers. Y'all building, y'all trying to. Go ahead.
See, that was like, it was like also friction because when Meek stepped and wasn't like feeling shit, we still had that nigga Lil. We did a mixtape with that nigga Lil. It was called Legal Crack. Because we tried to get him to fill that void that Meek left. It was hot, but it didn't fill that Meekmill void. You see what I'm saying? So
Meekmill is flipping all kind of words.
Yeah. So you was you looking? Yeah. What you looking for? Like another Meekmill? Did you think?
You can't get another Meekmill.
I'm saying at that time.
No, that shit was all over the place because you got Had acting retarded. So we just start. That's when we linked with my youngin' Beretta. Shout out to Beretta. And we
super corny.
What's up with him? Beretta has
that
some
shit came with the shitty.
Beretta has some shit.
Go ahead.
So we was dealing with different people, but it's still our folks was our folks. Big Dog, Magic, still D Jones. That was our core, and we started trying to build around them. So that's how that went.
So what? So go ahead.
Wait, how the hell did Had and D Jones start beefing?
That was crazy.
Because he told D Jones to pick a side.
Wow.
Yeah, and Jones was like, huh? Like, this shit ain't even that deep.
Wow.
So without an immediate answer, the Had started, Had manipulative. He get behind them scenes, whispering this nigga, and then it went left.
Wow.
And D Jones dissed him back though.
Yeah. Well, it really wasn't a diss track, but I like D Jones track because it was a real like brother. Like I'm talking to my brother.
You fucked that joint up, right?
This is what I'm supposed to do. we was supposed to be together. Like, yeah, that joint was hot as shit. Like, that's a track I listen to right now if I can find it.
This is what we made them mad at. We dropped a mixtape called Family Feud and took all their disses and all our disses and put it on one joint, even though they wasn't fucking with us. They was mad about that, and that shit was crazy.
Wow. So take us to the moment that you was like, yo, this shit ain't working. This shit, it's too much going on. It's too much beef. This shit ain't.
Me and my brother Bob, I love Bob to death. We had a fallout. Everything breaking up around us, and some crazy shit happened with me and him. And that's like, damn, man, I'm out here like, I'm cool too. Then fuck it, like, you know what I'm saying, like, he was going through something, and he had an alcohol problem.
I remember.
Yeah,
sober life.
He sober life. He 100%. You can't get that nigga at all. He'll bring it to you though, but he ain't.
Yeah.
So we had a little fallout. I went my way, he went his way. Whole time, Meek blowing though. Meek getting bigger and bigger while we going through this.
Take us to that feeling though. When you see that you go ahead. You saw what you saw in Meek. You always knew Meek was going to be the one that outshine. That's what you said. So take us to the moment when Meek, he's at South Philly at the time, Southwest, whatever. No, South Philly, I mean. And he with O'Malley. They
was always around.
All right.
O'Malley was folks. Like that whole. Like, I don't know everybody around him now. I'm saying then the original Rel G's was always around.
Oh yeah, Rel G's, yeah.
He was in CEP punching on shit every day, South Philly punching. O'Malley was around. I'm a Aki man, Pitbull. They was folks. Yeah. That nigga Lil Mel Love, Young Pooh, all them niggas was still folks.
So when he linked with Charlie Mack, like you said, you saw this.
It was Meatball first.
Oh, Meatball.
That's when I knew he was going when he got with Meatball. He started riding around little wheels and all that. He was getting a little money. And so I'm like, damn. So he was blowing. I was happy though. I'm no hater. I'm happy. Bro. Yeah. So that's what's up. I'm like, he was blowing. That's when Famous dropped.
I remember that.
Yeah, that Famous shit took the streets over.
Yeah.
I remember getting the hard copy from the Mecca.
Yeah.
It's the Mecca barbershop.
Shout out to my man Jay Phenomenal Records. He done called this shit.
Damn, Jay right there on
CCB Wood. He done called this shit Mecca. That shit was called Phenomenal Records.
Next to Mecca.
He from Kensington,
bro. No, I said it was next to Mecca. I think it's next to the barbershop. Mecca barbershop.
Are you still from the other side?
Shut your nut ass up.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Jay. I made a lot of money with Jay too.
Yeah, you already know. You know that. Real shit. Jay cash out.
So what, his shots forward that y'all was like, man, this DVD shit not working yet? Because I heard y'all link with Showtime, which y'all were trying to create.
He was editing our shit because we fell out with the editing nigga.
Oh man.
So like all that shit was like breaking down. We fell out with him. So we had nobody to edit our shit no more. So Show looked out. Show did that shit for free, bro. He put that shit together. His headshot 4. It wasn't one of our best Jones because we ain't had like everybody wanted to see what we had on there. I don't think it was Meek. I don't think Meek was on that joint.
So did you ever regret anything that happened?
Yeah.
Like did you have any regrets about like how shit played out and all that?
No.
You a stubborn nigga. We know how you were.
I wasn't mad because that shit opened more doors. Because without that situation, I wouldn't have this situation.
Exactly.
So I never was mad, but the people always trying to expose people though. That's what it did do.
Yeah.
Niggas I thought was folks, even niggas that don't even hang with Dickie and all. It was like niggas is Meek. I did this to fuck them niggas, but y'all Dickie and then
right.
But it showed who people really was.
Right.
So now when I bounced back, that shit was like that's why I don't fuck with too many niggas no more. Like.
So in that time you didn't reach out to Meek though?
No, we was talking for a minute.
All right.
I don't know where the disconnect came at. Like when he dropped what's that? It's that Dream Chaser 1? I heard the whole joint. He let me listen to it over the phone. I was going crazy. He played Tony's story. I said, oh shit, this is what they need. We was on the phone for like 3-4 hours. After that drop, that's when the disconnect happened. Like I don't know. I don't even really think I saw we said 2 words to each other since then.
Wow. So take us to the moment because we know Mott did some jail time. So Mott comes home, you link with Mott, right?
I linked with Mott on some business shit. He had a bar and I was promoting. And I was looking for somewhere to go to get my party shit off. I had a little young crew. Rest in peace, Yacht Mac, my young boy Reek, and I needed somewhere to do some shit at. Mott had the club.
What's the name of the bar, young man?
It was called, at that time it was called Galaxy Lounge on Germantown Rising Sun.
Okay.
So take it to the moment when you met a nigga like rock though.
No, so it happened like this. Me and Mike spent a lot of time together. So we riding around, we listen to music. He like, yo, we gotta get that shit back. How that shit? I'm telling him all the stories and all that. So we gotta find us another nigga. So nigga P&B Chiz, Rock Man.